Attention everyone, it is Saturday, September 1st. This is episode 48 of the Daily Comic. I'm Jimmy Bird. This is a show in which I read one comic book a day, then come here and tell you what I think about that comic. Again, another long day, getting it in just under the wire. I'm in the back offices at Paper Street Train Company today, trying to get this done. And the comic I'm reading today is Sleeper issue 1. You're looking at this and you're like, Jimmy, is that a real comic? Yes, this is a real comic put out by a very good friend of mine and the store's, Peter Raber, written and illustrated by Peter Raber, here in lovely downtown Norwood, Ohio. This is a physical copy you can get here at Paper Street. It's also available on Kindle app. Listen, this is not a paid advertisement. He didn't give me anything for this, but I was interested to read it, and the only reason I would ever read a comic is so that I have to sit here and talk to you about it because life is busy. But I read this comic, and I thoroughly enjoyed this comic. And again, full disclosure, I still don't know what's going on. It was really interesting. It's a very independent comic. Very simplistic in its nature. A very just straightforward issue 1, laying out for you the characters of what's going on, and it's very meta in its delivery. So there's a lot of times where the character breaks the fourth wall, and there's little interesting choices he made with the artwork to kind of tell the story, and I really get the feeling that it's going to have a bigger play in all this. The main character is having a conversation with the other main character, who we're still trying to figure out what's going on, to be honest. But again, the idea is like we're finding out. Here's this world in which they live in, and it seems to me they live in two different worlds, but yet they're able to have this conversation, and the artwork does some really interesting things. Again, a very good issue 1, and it kept my interest. It's a little hard to follow at first. Again, because of the kind of comic it is, it's a very independent comic, simplistic in its art, trying to deliver a very good story. I think there's a lot more here upon reading it than meets the eye. I think there's going to be some things going on, and I think this is also a little autobiographical, if I'm right. And again, I resonate with the character in a weird way. Talking about motivation or laziness and stuff like that. So again, it's not the most action-packed comic, but it does have a great cliffhanger at the end that leads into something like, oh, there's a bigger story here that we're about to embark on. So again, I really like this comic. All right, Pete, you did a great job, dude. I'm very proud of you. Always been proud to know you. This is a great comic. If you're interested, like I said, available here at Paper Street Train Company on the Kindle app. Good times. A very great independent comic. Support local artists and their endeavors just like that. So, Peter Raber, Sleeper, issue number 1. If you read Sleeper, what did you think of it? I doubt if any of you have, but I would love to hear your opinions. Go check it out, like I said, on the Kindle app. Again, not a paid advertisement, but he is a friend, and I want to be honest. David asked him if you want me to give him a heads up before I rip it to shreds, but I can't rip it to shreds. I can't. It's a very good comic book, very interesting, and that's what it does. That's what comic books, right? Comic books exist to help us explore ourselves on a deeper level by exploring different worlds and finding out who we are. This accomplishes that. So, again, great job, Pete, and I look forward to issue 2. What should I read tomorrow on this long Labor Day weekend? What should I read? You tell me. Let's do it. Tell me what I should read. Maybe I'll pick it up, get a chance to read it. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. If you're at the fireworks this weekend, if you're here in Cincinnati, or if you're across the globe, having fun on Labor Day weekend, tell them, say, hey, check out this comic book review thing, and you'll enjoy it. Otherwise, have a great night.